Hi, I'm Yuki and I'm the writer and co-designer of The Awakening here at MuHa Games. In The Awakening, you take on the role of a god, a patron of a small group of survivors, desperately trying to lead your flock through the many risks and dangers that plague Thea. Only your skill and judgment will determine whether you can save mankind from darkness. Once you selected a patron, you start the game with a small group of survivors and a settlement, and it is up to you to keep them alive. So here you have your starting village set on a large hexagonal map. You can open up the inventory window and choose party members and their equipment to go and explore the world and find essential resources. But remember, don't leave the village unattended. As you can see, we have some potential enemies scattered around the map. That large bee on top of the mountain looks like it could have some honey stashed away, while that creepy spider just looks, well, creepy. And there are others scattered all around. As the world of Thea recovers from 100 years of darkness, the land is still largely barren or plagued with disease, so resources are scarce and others will fight you for those available. So we've decided to go and check out the swamps. When you enter an area to explore it, you can come across an event. This can range from a simple hidden stash to a complex encounter that leads you to explore some ruins. When one of your parties or the village gets an event screen will pop up. Here you see the description of the initial encounter. Weary from the arduous journey, one of your parties decides to make a stop and refill their water supplies at a nearby watering hole. As they approach the water, they are met by a young girl, softly weeping as she sits cradling her knees. She looks up at the party and cowers in fear. Her long, lustrous hair and her rugged yet strangely fine clothes are drenched. Your party now gets a dialogue option to choose from, and depending on your choice, the event may take many different turns. In this case, your choice is number 1. Talk to the girl and see what's happened. The girl looks at you, her eyes bloodshot from crying, her voice shaky, yet unbelievably melodic and soft, as if a song was whispered into your ears. "Oh, strangers, you come here to help me, yes? I have strayed and I was robbed of the fruit I carried. I must have it back, else my sisters will surely banish me from their graces. Oh, please help." So once again we go with choice number 1. Give a stranger food because her sisters will be angry. Yeah, right. I'm sorry, miss, but lost fruit is none of my concern. There's little enough for my own people. I cannot help you. For a second you thought you saw a flash of anger on the girl's face, and chills ran down your spine. But in a blink of an eye her demeanor goes back to normal, and she even smiles at you sweetly. Of course. What was I thinking? Silly lass. I tell you what though, let's not part on bad terms. Let us dance and laugh and forget our worries just for a while. Despite your better judgment, you could swear you hear a flute playing somewhere near. The young lady stands up and she looks really nice. And this is exactly why you're not buying it. Listen, girl. Whoever you are, I want naught to do with you. Be off to your sisters before some harm befalls you. The young girl suddenly laughs. She takes a swirl as if she was about to start dancing on her own, and instead of the frail youth, you are now faced with a tall, imposing woman. Her eyes glazed with white fog, her skin bruised and bloated. With a wild shriek, she lunges at you. With any event, you will be able to choose whether you want to enter into a minigame, which for now we will only describe as a tactical card game, or choose to resolve the event automatically, skipping the minigame altogether. If you choose the auto-resolve, you will be shown only the end result. Thanks for watching our first gameplay video for The Awakening. We hope you've enjoyed it.